Welcome back, everybody, to episode 5 of Legend of Keepers as the Enchantress. Her name is Sarel, I believe. I do not know how to say that. It could be Sarel, it could be Sarel. I'm not sure, but she's a dryad. She's 126 years old, and she's like a corrupted, like, tree spirit creature. Uses a lot of cool, like, poison and nature and stuff, spells, and infects and summons elementals and stuff. She's really fun. So let's head on back. We just finished a battle in our last episode, so we have a few minions that look like they're going to need to take a break. So let's go ahead and drop some of these creatures out of here for a quick break. Now we have 3 of these guys now. So this is a bit of a dream team we have here, which is pretty fun. So we might leave, like... I kind of want all 3 of these to be available at once for like a little team that can sort of play off of each other. So we might try to go through the next dungeon with like something like this, and just make sure that these ones are all ready to go at the same time and all like at the same motivation level. I think would be really nice. So let's get through some of these scheduled tasks here. We can upgrade our traps. I think our traps are doing pretty well right now. I think we're happy with our level 3 traps. And we could go to the trainer, though. We do have a lot of cool minions to train up. We could get this guy to level 2. Doctrion, and then we have a few others that could stand to be level 2 as well. Let's take a look. Trainer. Uranus could get some max health and some armor, and it looks like this attack upgrades a little bit. Applies poison to all heroes when the earth elemental is defeated. Poison 2. That's pretty cool. And this would get upgraded somehow? Doesn't show what it would do. I guess we just have to trust that it is going to change. I'm not sure. This character could be upgraded so that we have our little Thorns team all together. That could be pretty fun. Let's train that character. I think I'd like to have both of these elementals, these earth elementals trained up, Yuzora and Shinra. And then we have enough for one more. I could do this one. But Uranus is pretty cool, but this level up isn't spectacular. It's only 10 health. Treant, they get quite a little bit stronger, actually. Quite a bit stronger, I would say, with both attacks being upgraded and their power and their health. But I do like these earth elementals quite a bit. Let's do... oh, these are a lot cheaper, though. We can upgrade both of these for the same price. Let's do both of these. Okay, that was a lot. We spent like 800 gold leveling up. That's pretty cool. Okay, and we don't have any money now, so let's go do an event. The doctor had a brilliant idea. Why not cynically gather blood or tears from your employees? I kind of like that idea, actually. We could grab a lot of tears for 1 motivation. I say we do it. Let's do it. That's a lot of tears. So how's everybody doing now? So yeah, everybody's 1 lower now, but I mean, most of these guys were already... Yeah, they're fine. This is fine. Plunder. So, send some volunteers. So we could go to the guarded prison. They get morale, probably because they're enjoying this task. Set a monster free, and there's a chance of injury. Necromancer's Lair. They lose a morale point, but I find a monster. And a production workshop. Upgrade a trap, but there's a risk of injury. Now, the trap upgrade could be nice because we could get an expensive upgrade since we're looking at upgrading to level 4 on some of these. So I think I want to do that and kind of get a free, really expensive upgrade. I didn't get to pick, though. But that's okay. This one's actually pretty good. That one can be quite useful. It's just not as well leveled up. Not going to go to the engineer. I don't have any money. Corporate feast. You are invited to a work lunch with your employees. They are chanting your name when your turn to pay for everyone comes. What will you pay for? +1 motivation for all available monsters. I don't want to spend gold, but I do have lots of blood, and I just spent 1 morale to get 65 tears, and now I have a net positive of 50 resources if I do this. So let's do it. That's kind of cool. Actually, we get everybody back up pretty... Yeah, that's really nice. Okay. So we have a new group of heroes trying to come in. We have the... Ooh, very easy adventurers. I don't want to do that. I think I want to take the... Oh, okay. So this will be our first time seeing a resting room in this series. In fact, on my engineer series, we didn't see one either. So this will be the first one in like 10 episodes of this. So we get a monster, a lot more gold, but they do have a resting room. So I do want to do this. The resting room is kind of like in Darkest Dungeon when your heroes get a chance to take a break and get some of their health and sanity back. It's like that, but it's bad because it's for the heroes invading your dungeon. So this actually makes it harder, as they have a chance to heal up. We'll see what the effect is.
The marketing team has decided to add a resting area to our dungeons. It seemed essential to find a solution to attract seasoned adventurers more efficiently than the competition.
I love that her desk has a little toy bone catapult on it, which is one of the traps in the game. That's really funny. Wonder what her position is. So the resting room is going to give 20% of all heroes maximum morale back. That's fine. That's fine. And sometimes it's health, but, you know, morale is not something we're really doing. This hero is, this master, dungeon master, is very bad at doing morale damage, actually. So our group here, we have a sage. Now, we're getting very leveled up here. You can see how equipped these characters look. He used to just be a naked guy, but now he's got, like, energy hands and a cool costume. His name is Sun. He's a sage. He's got a ton of health. Absolutely ridiculous amount of health. He has ice damage in the front, removes the penalty with the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn once. We've seen that. And ignores the first attack suffered. Okay? We have Kazine, the Shadow. Nature damage in the front. Skill applies poison to the monster with the highest life at the start of each fight. And applies broken armor when attacking. Which does not matter because nobody is doing physical damage. Okay, and then we have this Invoker. We've seen these characters before. They just do the fire damage in the front, and it ricochets. They have the ice skill that hits somebody once. Can't be affected by penalties, dealing damage, or morale over time. That's a problem. I do a lot of damage over time, so we're going to have to deal with this character more directly. Oh, what's this? Oh, a second spell room. Fun. That's right. I forgot I upgraded that. Cool. Okay. Fire, resistant to fire. Resistant to ice. Okay, so ice is out. So do we want to do nature? This one resists nature pretty heavily. Morale is not going to be good for us in this dungeon. 30 nature damage applies poison. I think it's fire here because this one is going to be hard to damage with a lot of these skills. Nature's kind of out. Oh boy, yeah. I think it's fire. Okay. Alright, our spell room. Let's double check what our spells are so we don't mess that up. 75 damage to the type equivalent to the target's lowest resistance. That might be helpful. That would be 30 physical damage, probably. It might be the air. Nope, just says damage type, so it's probably physical. 75 physical damage, so it'll be 30% stronger, which is about 22 extra damage. So that'll be something like, you know, almost 100 damage. Okay, we'll think about that. Air damage in an area. Whoops. That's pretty effective. Randomly moves all heroes to another position. Or nature damage applies random penalties, but this one... This might work, but nature doesn't hit very hard, so it's probably going to be one of these two, I think. And then the problem is that if these guys get moved around, how will we know how to place our monsters? I guess their attacks are the same. But we could choose this and then know that the one in the front won't be resisting, won't be the ice. The one in the back won't be the one that resists physical and air. This is complicated. Nature weakness. Yeah, I think it's got to be poisonous plant. And then we hit them with the nature boys. Boys and girls, sorry. So the one in the front's going to be taking ice, nature, and fire damage. God. Is anyone equipped for that? No. It's got to be Yuzora. At least she gets double health, or 50% extra health here. And then we don't really have much of a choice but to plop some trees in here. Even though she's immune to damage over time, which is bad. But at least we can hit her in the back with the nature if we don't move her around. Yeah, so we might use the back one here. This is a complicated dungeon. Okay, second spell room. Yes, resting room. Second group of monsters. So, front is ice, nature, and fire. I think it's got to be one of these again. Shinra. Let's see. Yozora was the one we got in that tavern brawl. Shinra's the one we came with. So, they're fast friends, by the way. I guess it's Gorin next, and then Uranus. And then Master. She got buffed up pretty well. We trained her up a few times. So if it does come to her, she's no slouch. Yep, immune to damage over time. Quite unfortunate. It's a lot of damage. We might do the... I think we'd do the back. We have to use direct damage to take that character out. Nature weakness. Ow. Please stop. Leave me alone. Oh my god. Okay, I think we just start smashing the one in the back with the nature damage. It's pretty effective. Quagmire. If one on the front gets tiredness, or the back one gets more nature weakness. Uh-oh, it's gonna bounce. No. Oh, it hurts. Oh god. It's not good. I can't do damage over time. What do we got coming up here? 34 nature. Fire and air damage in the back. Fire is very resistant, though. Or the enchanted seeds could be good, but again, that's a ton of nature. Gosh, this is a tough dungeon. Just like logistically, organizing all this stuff. Elemental weakness. Already has weaknesses. Maybe we'll do a poison. That's the first time that guy's been attacked. Whoops. Skeleton? Sweet. Physical and bleeding, or a lot of physical with a chance to stun. Stun won't matter because we're moving on to a spell room, so let's just get the bleeding in there. I think we're looking at this one. That one in the back's almost down. Okay, they rested up, got their morale back, which they hadn't lost any. Okay, Shinra. Oh no. Uranus is going to take that, that's right. Okay, we can do Inferno. Burn. Magma Ball in the back, but she resists pretty well. Or Spark in the front. Ricochets to heroes affected by burn. So I think we just do this one. Ice in the front. Great. We're really just hitting everybody with what they're resistant to, aren't we? Nature weakness. I think we hit this one because we can kill her off, I think, with the next burn. Hopefully. Don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. Dang it. Alright, Inferno. Yes, kill her off. Oh, got a skeleton. Perfect. This is looking bad for them. I think it's over. I have some bleeding. Cool. No one got to our master again. Okay, we get a monster. So we could grab a wind elemental, which we don't have one of. Super high air. Oh, we get a level 2 of whatever we take. Okay. Air damage and air weakness. Air damage in the front and vulnerable. AoE. Oh no, air damage in the front also affects heroes slower than the wind elemental. Oh. That could pair well with ice that slows people down. Or another fire elemental. I do like these. They would work fairly well together in a group. I think we double up on the fire, to be honest. They would synergize together. Lots of more motivation changes. And we're back to events and stuff. I don't think I want to do another trainer until we have a little bit more money. So let's do an event. Broken trap. One of your traps didn't pass last mandatory checkup. You can call a repairer to come at your expense or send it for 5 weeks to the technical department who will fix it for free. If you have the appropriate artifact, you can repair it immediately. The bewitched glove. No, I think I'll send it away. I don't really care about Pandora's box trap. Converting resources. I don't need to do that. Let's do an event. Lucky me, you placed a bet on boar racing during your lunch break. The one you chose finished first, and you won the jackpot. You could also use your winnings to throw a party for your employees, +1 motivation for all available monsters. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Just kidding, I'm taking the money. Okay, business trip or plunder. Plunder gets me weirder stuff, but only a chance people end up away for a long time. Business trip, people have to go away for a while, but I get to pick. Let's do business trip. The pill. I do not want that pill. Ooh, wow. 8 weeks, 208 gold, and 20 blood. I like that. Plus, I don't want to send this guy away. Okay, go away on a trip. We can do a workout and probably get pretty darn strong. Or an event. Let's do a workout. Let's really beef ourselves up here. Weights? Yes. Skipping rope? Of course. Rings? Definitely. So we've got maximum of 863 life. We have 110 power, 110 speed. We have okay resistances. Yeah, only really fire is like any danger to us at all. You'd think as the elementalist, the Enchantress character, she'd have better resistances to the different elements, but yeah, I guess she can't escape her fire weakness. We just skipping rope. Okay. All right, it looks like we're on to our final fight for this mission that we're on. So let's just take a look at our characters here. We want to take our... You guys get out of here. We'll take our Thorns team in here. And you guys get out of here, and we'll take our Elemental team here. And, oops, Goran needs to go in there. No, wait, this one. Goran stays home, right? Start of its turn... when it's attacked, when it's defeated, and this one does more damage with more thorns. This is a weird team. I like it, and we'll bring these two along just in case. Maybe we'll slap one in this room just in case something's not going to work out really well. They don't need any motivation, so it'll be fine. All right, moving on to the champion. We're going to get a rare reward. There's a resting room, no disaster, tons of gold. Okay, so let's take a look. We've got this Hoplite character again, Sarel. An attack in the front that does a lot of physical damage and applies broken armor. This is the one that does more damage if... so if he's healthy, he does more damage and it bounces. If he's unhealthy, he takes less damage. Probably puts his shield up. We have a Hellbringer, level 6. Lisa. Lisa, the Hellbringer. She attacks ice damage in the back, dodges the effects of the first trap. The attack hits all monsters, damage dealt reduced by 70%. So she doesn't do a lot of damage to the other two monsters, but she does do some, and it's ice, so we have to be careful. And Merlin, the Enchanter, randomly moves all the monsters, darn it, and applies elemental weakness when attacking, nature damage, AoE. Physical in the front, ice in the back, nature, AoE. Okay, so dodges the effects of the first trap. So fire is decent. What do we have first here? We could do nature damage and elemental weakness, and then smack them with Another... Okay, so we got both our traps and both our spells before anything happens with monsters. Interesting. Very interesting. So how can we combo this? The first trap we want to give them weakness, right? And then hit them with something else. So nature weakness, and then we can hit them with nature damage and give them elemental weakness. Then we could hit them with nature damage and do poison, which does nature damage. And then we could hit them with nature damage and give them random penalties. I like that idea. So let's hit them with nature weakness. So nature weakness, nature damage and elemental weakness, nature damage and poison, AoE. Then they'll be stacked with penalties and have taken poison and some different nature damage when they get to here, where we're going to be hitting ice in the back, physical in the front. Well, unfortunately, there's no great way to do this because I need this character in the front and the back. Broken armor. It's going to make the person in the front less tanky. This person has the most flat health. I think it's important for this character to be in the front. If it doesn't matter super much, then might as well get 300 health on that character. Put you there, you in the middle. That'll be the best we can do. Resting room where they're going to get 2 penalties removed from each hero. And then we get here where we're going to have this little combo with these 3 ancestral elementals. So it doesn't matter who goes in the front and who goes in the back. These 2 are the same because they're both level 2. And we'll put this one in the middle. This is cool. And then to our master. Okay, so I think we're going to do magical brambles. So they're weak to nature, and they have elemental resistances lowered. So they're taking good damage here. And then we want to hit them with AoE nature and some random penalties. Bleeding, fire, different tiredness, all sorts of different stuff. I forgot about that, like I always do. Oh my god, I always forget about that. Oh no. Okay, it turned out okay, I guess. So far, I could lose my max life and get thorns. Is that helpful? This one hasn't... This one's already attacked. I did okay against that. Oh boy. Jeez. Thorns 3 is cool. This one is the one that regenerates me. I think I'll let the other characters give him the thorns. Let's do a little bit of regeneration here. It's not bad. It's not bad. Ouch. Okay, please be gentle. Nope, don't. Oh, God, that's a lot of damage. Burning spikes. There, take that. A lot of thorns going on here. And then we'll do the discharge for the regeneration. What a weird team. Ow. Ooh, skeleton. Nice, it'll block this attack. Excellent. This isn't going so bad. Nice, the hero's already down. No resting for you. And they're harming themselves so much on when they attack these characters. She destroyed herself. A skeleton! Holy crap! How lucky am I? I think we just do regular damage here because if he kills them, the bleeding will go away from the sacred altar. So let's just try to go for the stun chance. Nope, not much chance of it happening, but worth a try. Oh, that did, like, no damage. Alright, come on. Get the stun. Physical damage is not the way to go here. I can't actually... I mean, I could... Is Thorns more damage than this? I mean, it kind of is. It's just I don't want to kill myself. Wow. I'm doing 3 damage to him. Bit of a problem. Alright, let's just do this. We'll make him hurt himself. He's almost dead. What? How much health did he have left? 30 health. Cool. Uh-oh. I think he's screwed. What do we want to hit him with first? Anything kill him? Nope. Well, burn. What's his fire? No, ice is better. Frostbite. Go ahead and take your turn, sir. Oh, darn.
For your great accomplishments,
Oh, achievements.
the board has decided to name you as company CEO. Congratulations.
Wow, CEO.
Quest is over.
Congratulations on your career. 43 weeks, gathered over 4,000 gold, and 41 employees slaughtered, 10 dungeons defended, tons of blood and tears, and defeated 30 heroes. That must be, yeah, the 10 dungeons. Cool. And I got a score of 39,215. I don't know if that's good.
My growth is limitless.
Cool. That's another point. I'm sure we'll get more experience as we do more difficult missions.
So many.
Oops.
It is inevitable.
So our reward for this one was the Crystal Catalyst, which looks like a trap. And we start with it. It is a AoE ice damage and air damage that applies magical weakness. Damage taken from master spells increased by 50%. Cool. And what's this? An animated cactus? Oh, I want whatever that is. That's cool as hell. Well, I can't wait to do this mission and get an animated cactus. Oh, I love the skeleton mages. Oh, these are cool monsters. I like these ones. Well, everybody, it looks like we have completed another mission, so this series is going to be over. So again, you know, I record all of these in big batches, so I won't see your comments until, you know, these are already all recorded anyway. But if there is anything in particular you want to see, please let me know in the comments. I'm happy to take requests. I play any of the 3 characters. I have missions, you know, for all of them. I've got mission 2 here for the engineer, where it looks like I start with some cool new guys. Plaguebringer. Oh yeah, I got one of these steel golems. Looks like I get undead and demons and the mechanic people. And I have the slave holder, who I have a lot of experience on him, but I haven't really done the mission. So he's the one that has more minion focus. So he's got a lot of just sort of like fighter type characters and some basic traps that are more about slowing them down. But he also does the best morale damage. So if you want to scare heroes to death, this is your character. Also get a satyr as a reward. That's cool. What's the reward here? A spiked shield. When a hero makes a monster lose barrier points, they lose that much life. Well, that's cool. And then, yeah, working on that animated cactus here. Yeah, so thank you again, everybody, for watching. If you're liking my videos, please leave a like. And if you want to see more, I encourage you to subscribe and come back and see more. I'm uploading videos every day. So I will see everybody in the next series. Thanks again for watching.